Josh Wilson died on a date that can be expressed as 3/22 or 22/3. 322 is a number that appears on the emblem of the secret society Skull and Bones. When he died, Josh Wilson was starting exactly his 41st week of being 20 years old. In gematria, in the full reduction value, Skull and Bones sums to 41. This secret society crap is important because he revealed to me that his uncle is a Freemason who owns at least a gas station or a car wash or something, and some kind of a shoemaking business. I'm sure he doesn't physically work either of those places, just rakes in fat wads of cash every day, enough that he owns an 80-foot yacht. This is how capitalism truly works in this world. Secret Jewish societies. Call this a coincidence, but since he became friends with me because he subscribed to my Dusty Female Cat channel, in gematria, Dusty Female Cat sums to 223, which in a way is encoding his date of death. Speaking further of secret societies, the founder of the Order of the Illuminati is one Adam Weishaupt, who had the same philosophies as Karl Marx from what I've read. If you measure a span of days from Josh's death to Adam Weishaupt's birthday, it is a span of 322 days. Adam Weishaupt died on the 322nd day of the year. One significance of the number 322 is that in gematria, both the phrases ancient mystery religions and Abrahamic religions sum to 322. Gematria is founded in Kabbalah, which is the mystery religion, and these Jewish secret societies are mired in Abrahamic religions. George Herbert Walker Bush, who was a member of Yale's Skull and Bones, died on the 3rd month and 22nd day of the Hebrew civil calendar. The emblem of Skull and Bones is actually skull and crossbones, which sums to 223. 223 and 322 being reflections of each other. There was a man who once asked Bush and Kerry in 2004 about the significance of the 322 number on the Skull and Bones emblem, and he failed to receive an answer, and reportedly he later would die at 2:23 p.m. This man was Tim Russett, and one can only wonder if he was killed simply for asking that question on the air. There are so many 223 and 322 nuggets. You can use a Free to Find Truth blog to discover them all. Searching up Freemasonry and human sacrifice, I came across this website that tries to point to evidence of human sacrifice in Freemasonry, and it brings up an interesting term that's called a debt of blood. Supposedly when a Freemason or some member of a secret society has committed some kind of a crime against the occult, or perhaps as repayment to the secret society, for example, for being granted immense riches by the cult. He has to pay a debt of blood, which requires a human sacrifice or extreme personal mutilation. A debt of blood is a term that interestingly sums to 223 in reverse ordinal. What's even more striking, as has been shown again and again, is that total solar eclipses often play in the gematria coding of deaths and other major events that are suspected to be perpetrated by these secret societies which rule the world. Notice that in English ordinal, Josh Wilson sums to 144, and he died 14 weeks and 4 days short of the 2019 total solar eclipse. This kind of takes us back to the mention of Adam Weishaupt, because 14 weeks and 4 days also equals 3 months and 10 days, with 310 being the reverse ordinal value of Johann Adam Weishaupt. Even crazier, if you multiply the digits of the date of the 2019 solar eclipse, where the year is expressed as 19 without the 2000, the product is 126, which is the reverse ordinal value of Josh Wilson. And if you multiply all the digits of the date of his death, it is 216, basically a reshuffling of that number. The numerology of the date of the solar eclipse was 48. 223 is the 48th prime number. Illuminati is 48. And in light of the fact that Josh lived in Florida, there has been a lot of major mass shooting events and such, from the Pensacola Naval Base shooting, the Valentine's Day shooting at Stoneman Douglas High School, to the Pulse nightclub shooting, that were encoded with some sort of a 612, 216, or 126 sequence. Gematria must be tied into astrology. There has got to be more to it than just the numbers lining up. He died 286 days after his birthday. 286 is one of the few numbers that is divisible by 13. In fact, 286 is the product of 13 multiplied by 22. It's almost like there is another 322 sequence here. The Bavarian Illuminati began with 13 families on May 1st, 1776, a date with 99 numerology. When 13 is spelled out, it sums to 99. This is the same as the moon summing to 99. Think of how solar eclipses are caused by the moon. The moon orbits the Earth 13 times in 1 year. Josh Wilson was exactly starting the 41st week of his age, with 41 being the 13th prime number. Notice Josh Wilson died on the 81st day of the year. I have no idea how he actually died, but someone mentioned a car accident as a possibility. If so, that indeed would be something, as car accident sums to 81. Another bizarre coincidence is my current channel is named Dusty Female Cat 2, and in reverse full reduction, when you add 2 as a number, it sums to 81. Notice also Josh Wilson sums to 45, which is the 9th triangular number, while 81 has a square root of 9. In numerology, 4 plus 5 is 9, and 8 plus 1 is 9, so you got the two nines that way. As far as the numerology of the date of his death, it has your standard gematria numbers for the words like kill, sacrifice, and death. He died 79 days short of his next birthday, so the word murder can be coded into there as well. That's also another gematria value of dusty female cat. Another interesting nugget is I found out about his death on the second month and 23rd day after my birthday, for another 223. Coincidence? And what a day to find out as well, having the standard numerology of 54, thus matching the gematria value of his name. This is where you end up at a loss as to what to believe. Is there foul play involved, or is this all a coincidence? Is that all part of some kind of matrix in which we live? Let's say his uncle, the Freemason, was required to pay a debt of blood for whatever reason. If the numbers aligned on his nephew, would sacrificing the nephew, who might be considered the biggest loser in the family, would that be the way to go? It's interesting how in my novels, James Grider will outright murder innocent bystanders if they pose a threat to his freedom, and yet he would tell these rich asshole secret society individuals and tribe member scum that the life of someone like Josh Wilson is worth more than 1 million of them. In my Dance of Death book, he goes out of his way to save the life of a woman who'd be considered a pedophile because at 26 she has sex with him while he is 15. I pointed out how my dog died by the numbers, and how perfectly that aligned. I like the example that's written here. An informant might be offered a few $100s, only to suffer a mysterious car breakdown a few days later, which costs the same amount of money to fix. It appears these secret societies are run by gangster logic. The world is ruled by a mafia, a cabal of psychopaths, who throw up devil horns symbols and pyramid symbols with their hands on television time and again, which is the equivalent of throwing up gang signs. And here I involved myself in decoding their rituals, which mock the public because the public does not know this simple gematria code. Why was there so much 322 and 223 coding in here? You got to ask yourself, what are the odds? Maybe I was notified on December 3rd of his death by the Order of the Illuminati. He also died 48 days before the anniversary of the incorporation of Venice, Florida, where he lived. And as I pointed out already, 223 is the 48th prime number. Also remember how I said Josh died 322 days before Adam Weishaupt's next birthday? Well, that guy's upcoming birthday will have 48 numerology as well, like the value of Illuminati that he founded. Josh also died 124 days after the anniversary of Adam Weishaupt's death. His gamer tag, Joshua Dakilla, sums to 124. Josh lived in Florida.